Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Royal Ascot here on Saturday. It is June the 18th, 2016. I'm going to look at all the races. Before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections. Let's get on to it, to all the races on the final day of the Royal Ascot meeting. The first race, the 2:30 post time, is the Chesham Stakes. Purse $117,500. That's in American currency. All the purse money is in American currency, so don't get confused. We have 15 horses traveling 7 furlongs here for 2-year-olds only. 15 horses, and I'm going to go to the 2 horses top selection. Churchill. I'm going to put this horse into an exact key. Going to go 2 with the 3, 8, 10 for $1 exact key. It's going to cost you $3. But number 2, Churchill, Kumar Group to own horse out of Galileo, trained by Aidan O'Brien, ridden by Ryan Moore. He's having a great Royal Ascot at 8-5. Last time out, run at Kirk in Ireland on the 22nd of May in the main race. This horse finished third by 2.25 lengths at 2-1 that day. You know, he just need a little bit more ground. I think the 7 furlong distance should really help this horse. He should run a monster race. That's the only start this horse has. I really like the Galileo. I'm a very big fan of Galileo. He's a great horse. One of his worst, probably his worst race ever came here in the States in the Brewers Cup Classic. I believe he finished 6th at Belmont Park behind Tisna, who won that year in 2001, and Swain, the ARC winner. But Gallo, another great horse. He has some really great offspring. This horse, Churchill, he looks like he could be the real deal here. Going the extra furlong should really help this one. Maybe do we see this horse at Churchill next year in the Derby? I don't know. Yes, going with this one. So count my bets for race number 1 to 2:30 from Royal Ascot to the Chesham Stakes. I'm going to go to the 2 horse Churchill. Going to put this horse into an exact key. Going to go 2 with the 3, 8, 10 for $1 exact key. It's going to cost you $3. So now let's get on to race number 2, the 3:05 from Royal Ascot. It's the Wolferton handicap. Listed handicap here going for Class 1 horses for a purse of $117,500. For 4-year-olds and upwards, traveling 1.25 miles, we have 16 horses going to post. 16 horses. And my top selection here is going to go to the 12 horse, number 12, Oceanographer. Going to put this horse into an exact key. Going to go 12 with the 4, 6, 11 for $1 exact key. It's going to cost you $3. For number 12, Oceanographer, owned by Godolphin, trained by Charlie Appleby, ridden by William Buick. Last time out, run at Newmarket on the 1st of May. First star this year in a 1.5 mile handicap. Horse finished 4th by 5 lengths. Was a favorite that day, but I believe he just needed the race that day. He's coming off now, the second start off the layoff, which I think should be the key to this horse's great running. He won 2 in a row last season, at the end of the year last year, on the all-weather circuit. Last start last year, December 3rd at Kempton, 1 mile and 3/8 in Class 3 handicap. Horse won by 4.5 lengths. Was 83 cents to the dollar, but ran exceptionally well. Ran for the, his odds showed how good he ran that day. And then at Chelmsford City, 1.25 mile, Class 4 handicap. Horse won again by 8 lengths at 2-1. An incredible run. I really like this horse here. He should have a good run, so I'm going to go with this one as a top selection. So recap my bets for race number 2, the Wolferton handicap from Royal Ascot. Going to go to the 12 horse Oceanographer. Going to put this horse into an exact key. Going to go 12 with the 4, 6, 11 for $1. It's going to cost you $3. So now let's get on to race number 3, the 3:40 from Royal Ascot. It is the Group 2 Hardwick Stakes. Class 1 horse is going for a purse of $331,000. For 4-year-olds and upwards, we have a field of 10 horses, a very good field of 10 horses traveling 1.5 miles on the turf course. Do we see some of these horses traveling to the United States next in a few weeks? Arlington Millions coming up. You have the Stars and Stripes Festival here in New York at Belmont coming up in a few weeks. Do we see these horses come to to Los Angeles in November, early November for the Breeders' Cup, where they're putting in actually a brand new turf course at Churchill Downs. So some of these horses might like that. It's a very good Hardwick this year. And, I'm going to go to a top selection here to the 4 horse Eagle Top, who finished 2nd in this race last year. Going to put him into an exact key. Going to go 4 with the 3, 6, 4 with the 3, 6 for $1. It's going to cost you $2 to play this one. But number 4, Eagle Top, Frankie Dettori for John Gosden. Last time I ran at Newbury on the 14th of May, and a Group 3 Al Rayand Stakes. Horse finished 4th by 5.5 lengths with 60 57 cents to the dollar that day. Very heavy favorite, and he just weakened that day. It was his first start after the layoff. I personally expect the horse not to run that good, especially European style horses. They don't really run as good first off the layoff. So second off the layoff, I do notice they run exceptionally well. I think this horse is the prime example. Start last year came to the Arc at Longchamp in France, mile and a half. Finished 15th by 33 lengths, by 13 lengths behind stablemate Golden Horn. Second place finisher Flincher actually won the Manhattan here in New York last week by pretty easily. But this horse just couldn't really keep up with them that day. And then at Newbury, a mile and 3/8 in the Dubai Duty Free Legacy Cup. Horse finished third by 2.5 lengths, 73 cents to dollar. Heavy favorite, did not really do well. And finished second in this race last year, and second in the King George in July behind Postpone. Postpone was having an incredible year, winning a few weeks ago and winning back in Dubai in the Shahima Classic. But I think this horse will really run well. He's been facing a lot tougher. This is the best of the best horses of European or UK turf horses running here. I think this horse should have a very good run here. 5-1, like the price. Also gets Frankie Dettori. He knows what he's doing. So to recap my bets for race number 3, the Hardwick Stakes, the 3:40 post time from Royal Ascot. Going to go to the 4-horse Eagle Top. Going to put this horse into an exacta key. Going to go 4. With the 3-6, it's going to cost you $2 for the dollar minimum base wager. So now let's get on to race number 4. It's the feature of the day and featured of the meet, the Royal Ascot meet at least. It's the 420. It's the Diamond Jubilee Stakes. Group 1 horses going for a purse of $882,000 for 4-year-olds and upwards, traveling 6 furlongs, 1,200 meters on the turf course. We have 9 horses. We have 1 scratcher or 1 non-runner or defection. The 3-horse Jungle Cat will be taken out. So scratch the 3-horse Jungle Cat. We're down to a field of 9 horses. Very tough field of sprinters going to this one. I'm going to give you 2 top selections here. I'm going to go 4-10 as 2 horses I really think could really run. While looking at the race, I wanted to even it down to 1 horse, but I really couldn't. But I'm going to use both horses into an exacta. I'm going to go 4-10 with the 4-5-9-10. So 4-10 with the 4-5-9-10. For $1, it's going to cost you $4 to play. But my first top selection here is the 4-horse Magical Memory, 3-1 Frankie Dettori for Charlie Hill. Last time out, right at York on the 11th of May. 6 furlongs in the Duke of York Logistics Stakes. Horse won by half lengths. Wasn't a heavy favorite, but was the post-time favorite, and he ran an incredible race. They finished the race in 110 and just 110 and a half, basically. Start 4 that was at Newmarket on the 14th of April. First start of the year. 6 furlongs in the Ambernet Stakes. Horse won by a neck, 3-1 that day. Again, he just had a very easy victory. And then last year came ahead at 6 furlongs in the Betfred Sprint Cup. Horse finished third by 3/4 of length at 14-1. Really couldn't get that good late kick. He should run a hell of a race here today. I think he should like the ground. Like I said, I think this horse is going to run a good race. So going to use him on my ticket with the American Invasion number 10 undrafted. Another top selection, 7-1 here, trained by Wesley Ward, ridden by John Velasquez, which I think, Frankie Dettori, he's getting up there in age now. He's like a veteran jockey. His counterpart, I basically think, in America is basically John Velasquez. He doesn't have to ride every day. He can pick his mounts. It's either him or Gary Stevens here in the States. But John Velasquez, just a world-class rider. 7-1, made the trip over from New York. Took that JFK to Heathrow flight, I bet. But last time out, this horse ran a Keeneland first start of the year, April 9th, in the Shakertown 5.5 furlongs. Horse won by half length, and really surprised me that day. I didn't have him, and he just got by, closed up really well. On a very, it was a wet turf course that day. It was just a very surprising victory. Then at Keeneland last year in the Brewers Cup Turf Sprint, 5.5 furlongs at Keeneland. Horse finished 5th by 3.5 lengths, a little over 3.5 to 1, 7-2 that day. Was the post-on favorite, but was stuck in a lot of traffic. And then in an allowance race at Kentucky Downs, or one of their big 1-mile races, horse finished second, first start back from the United Kingdom since winning the Diamond Jubilee last year. Horse finished second by 3/4 length. Miles a little bit too long. The 6 furlong distance is perfect. The 6-year-old Gelding proved himself last year in this race. He won it by half length at 14-1. Really surprised everyone with Frankie up. Gonna go with this one here. Gets John Velasquez. John Velasquez knows what he's doing. This horse, he's ridden this horse quite a few times in the past. So going to be using them also. So to recap my bets for the Diamond Jubilee, race 4, the 4:20 post time for Royal Ascot. I'm going to use the 4:10 as top selection here. So I'm going to use Magical Memory as top selection and Undrafted as top selection. I'm also going to use them into an exacta. I'm going to go 4:10 with the 4-5-9-10. So 4:10 with the 4-5-9-10. $4, it's going to cost you $4 to play that ticket. So now let's get on to race number 5. The 5th race at 5 o'clock post time is the Rockingham Stakes. Here, going for Class 2 horses, going for a purse $257,000. We have a field for 3-year-olds and upwards. Field of, let's see how many horses we have here. We have 29 horses traveling 6 furlongs. And my top selection here is going to go to the 6-horse Interception. Going to put this horse into an exacta key. Going to go 6 with the 1-4-20 for dollars. It's going to cost $3. But number 6, Interception. In yesterday's what do you call it? In yesterday's 5th race, so the 5 o'clock from Friday's card, I had a horse by the name of Quarterback. Today I have a horse by the name of Interception. So if you watch American football, I'm going. The 5th race in the last 2 days has been football, basically American football, because I know we call soccer. You guys call soccer football, which is the correct pronunciation, but but so I'm going the football route the last 2 days with race 5. But number 6, Interception, last time out 15 is 15-1 today, but last time out ran at Haddock on May the 21st in the Phillies listed stakes. Horse finished third by half length. He just didn't have the greatest of runs. As my screen turns a little black and white. He needs I think he needs a better kind of race today. A better kind of race today. Plus those horses first start since October the 17th over this course at Ascot, 6 furlongs in the British Champion Sprint Stakes. Horse finished 10th by 6 lengths behind Muhar, who was the winner at 50-1. This horse just never ran. And then at Ascot on October 3rd in a Group 3, this horse finished 5th by 1 3/4 lengths. He's facing a lot lesser quality horses today. Not to mock the horses he's been facing, not to knock the horses in this race today, but I think this horse should have a great run today. He should be improving. Second off the layoff, I like out of Ravens Pass, winner of the 2008 Breeders' Cup Classic at San Nita on the Pro Ride all-weather surface with Frankie Dettori up that day. So, but I think this horse should really run a good race. He's been improving. Last start was decent 3rd place finish, and improve off of that with the layoff. After the layoff, top selection here. So to recap my bets for the Rockingham Stakes from Royal Ascot, the 5 o'clock post time, race 5. Gonna go to the 6-horse Interception. Gonna put him into an exact key. Gonna go 6 with the 1-4-20 for $1. It's gonna cost you $3. So now let's get on to today's final race of the program, and the final race of this year's Royal Ascot. The 6th race, the 5:35 post time, is the Queen Alexandra Stakes conditions race here, going for Class 2 horses, purse $117,500. For 4-year-olds and upwards, we have a field of 20 horses traveling the distance of ground of 2 miles and 3/4 over the round here at Royal Ascot. And it's a very nice race here. I found my way to the inside horse, Oriental Fox, a German-bred horse. Going to put him into an exacta key. Going to go 1 with the 5-3. One with the 5-13-18. 1 with the 5-13-18. $4 can cost you $3. But number 1, Oriental Fox, 9-2, 8-year-old gelding, bred in Germany. Last time out, ran at Ascot on the 7th of May, mile and a half in the listed stakes. Horse finished 4th by 4 3/4 lengths, first start of the year. He just weakened that day. I think the horse's better races have been coming, and kind of marathon or stayers distances. Start before that, we was running in Milan in Italy on October the 24th in the St. Ledger Italiano Group 3 that day. This horse finished 3rd by 2 3/4 lengths. Just couldn't get there. Just a 3rd place finish, not the best. And then Newmarket, October the 10th, 2 miles and a quarter, Class 2 handicap. Horse finished 2nd by nose. He just missed the win that day. And then at mile 7/8 in the Gladiator Stakes at Longchamp, horse finished 3rd by 2 1/4 lengths. He's proved himself over the 2-mile distance. He's done decent over his last few starts going this very, very long marathon or stayers distance have been good. 9-2. If we could get 6-1 on this one going off as post time, that should be really good. I really like this horse's chances, maybe even best bet of the day. So to recap my bets, race number 6, the final race on today's program from Royal Ascot's the Queen Alexandra Stakes, also the final race of the Royal Ascot of 2015, or 2016 actually. Gonna go to the 1-horse Oriental Fox. Gonna put him into an exact key. Gonna go 1 with the 5, 13, 18. For $1, it's gonna cost you $3. So good luck to all, and follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5, and remember to please join me next year for Royal Ascot. Good luck, everybody.